Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGenEd. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts and going over data. And so, another one I had mentioned, Hycroft. I kind of drew something like this on Hycroft and I ended up being wrong about it. But I just wanted to go over this because, it's effectively gone up to the strike that I had for, I believe, May calls. $3 hit a high yesterday of $2.96. You can see it on the chart there as well as over here. And yeah, went up over 12% on the day. I was expecting it to pull back. Clearly wrong about that. And in the pre-market, trading right around 299. And so, yeah, I mean, the reason why I had some calls, I got out effectively at break even. I think I made 13 bucks. I could have made 200 bucks, something like that, more than that, probably 300 bucks, if I would have held. But I just don't really like the options data, and I'm, in AMC and just don't want to be spread too thin with kind of these, speculative meme stocks. And also AMC's invested in Hycroft. So, if Hycroft's doing well, I would think that AMC would also be doing well. And, we're kind of seeing that right now. But anyways, with the Hycroft chart, I kind of wanted to get into the data. I've seen, some people posting about being bullish on this, which kind of makes me think, a top might be in. And yeah, there are some things that we can kind of look at to assess this. Although, this is a massive green candle, so I think that it's probably more likely to continue higher than break lower, but maybe it would then be finding this trend line as support. I just don't like the options on it. And the reason for that is because if we look at them, they're only in 5-cent increments. I really don't like that. And so I'm just going to go over here to the May call. It was a $3 strike. Yeah, I sold that at, 40 cents. And it looks like the current sell is around 50 cents. So I could have made, I think I had 16 contracts. And so I could have made, 160 more dollars with that. But let's look over at the options data. I think this actually might be getting ready to turn around. I think I have it in maybe bookmarks. Hycroft, no. Maybe under TRL, no. So I don't really track it over here. I'm just going to, let's see. I'll just search over here. I don't want to add it to this list because these are ones that I follow, and I don't want to trade it because of that 5-cent thing. So I'll just put it on TRL, ticker request live. And so let's look at Hycroft mining. And, to be honest, I'm kind of intrigued by, but I don't want to be trading it because of that 5-cent thing. I'm kind of intrigued by a pullback to, around 250. I think that could be happening, and with it getting above here, that seems, yeah. So let's see. I am curious to look at May's too soon. To be honest, I like the, man, there aren't any January expirations. So, the latest expiration that I can look at is going to be August. And so let's look at calls. And, at this point, I think I'm probably more interested in this going up to 4 at this point than going down to 3. So let's look at that contract. So I'll add it to the list over here. I also want to, look at a put, and that would be for $2.50, which is not an option. So again, I don't really like the limited number of options here. And then I also want to look at the expiration of May, the call for the $3 strike. That's the one that I was holding, but I GTFO just because I don't like, I didn't like the 5-cent increments. And so anyways, looking at this one, the one that I held did have some sells at a high average fill. Looks like at 59 cents, so would not have gotten a fill at 60, but I would have, gotten a fill at 55, and so I could have exited not at 40 cents, which I did, looks like over here. I could have exited at 55 cents. That would have meant, making more than $200 on it. But, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm not hung up about it. And then let's see. The $4 call, I don't think this is going to continue higher. And we'll look at some of the data over here that would suggest that. I'm just going to put that on the day so it's not too much information over there. But yeah, and then I am, curious about the $2 put. But there's not much traded on that. So, but that was for August. And so let's just expand the data here so we can look at it. And yeah, I mean, people, posting, being, bullish on Hycroft. If we actually look at the data here, it's more on the bearish side, 62%, so pretty notable there. But let's just look at this, try to understand it. As the stock price is going up in yellow, we see the net put premium in red being more or less flat, but then going up, closing positive on the day. And then the net call premium being a little bit positive, a little bit negative, and then kind of selling off massively towards the end of the day. And so we can see, looking at the numbers, net put premium went up by almost $800, so a very small amount, so nothing too crazy there. And the net call premium came down by nearly $4,000. Again, not a lot of money, but it is, net bearish. So good to be considering that. If we do look over the past, I'm going to do 7 days. We can see that, nothing too notable until Tuesday. See this large amount of volume and net call premium launching up, going to, $12,000. So that is notable for the data here. But that's really just, like one YOLO as far as, $10,000 goes. So that's not, a huge thing there. But then price did go up higher following that. And then the calls have been selling off. So at this point, I think it's good to be cautious. And if we do look at the past 30 days, we can see that, we have seen kind of a pretty big shift here, net call premium going up, but then coming back down. So I do think that what we could be seeing is a rejection around 3, and then kind of like how I had it drawn before, I think that we could be seeing a little bit of a rollover before potentially going higher. So that is what I am looking for, but I am not trading Hycroft mining because it's just too speculative, and I'm already in AMC, so I'm just not trying to spread myself too thin. But yeah, and I did want to point out a reason why, I think that this could be getting rejected here. If we do look at the volume, let's see, corresponding with the high over here, volume was, around 635,000. 634,000, let's round it down actually. And then over here, we see it at 484,000. We'll round that up. So it's lower, but we're getting back to these highs. We do see volume being massively higher up here. And so, I do think that we will be seeing a little bit of a cool off and a retest of right around 260, I think, is likely. But again, I just think this is too speculative of a stock to be trading. So I have not been in it. But I also, might clean up these levels to the downside because I don't think they're going to be notable anymore. But, something that's kind of interesting, we do have this downtrend over here. So maybe I want to, just draw this based on kind of the highs over here. Some wicks going above it, getting a retest of that level a test and rejection of that level over here, not a retest. What we would be looking for, what we would want to be seeing is a retest. So coming down to that downtrend, but I could, actually, maybe I don't want to do that as it's just going to be casual. It's going to be casual. But I could move this a little bit. I could move it, a lot to over there. And yeah, but I just don't think that's, just being kind of casual. Maybe move it to over here. And then, yeah, I think that looks kind of nice. We did get a breakout, and then maybe I can move that a little bit higher. And so, yeah, what we were seeing over here when I was thinking that this might be pulling back, that would, be for a retest of this. And so maybe, I should have left that drawing up there. But yeah, anyways, enough rambling about Hycroft. I do hope that is helpful for you guys.